Hey Virgos, welcome back to my channel. Guys, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thanks so much for supporting the channel. I'm going to go ahead and do the bonus reading for my Virgos that are dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. Now, this is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. Just take what resonates for you, Virgos, and leave the rest. Anybody interested in a personal reading, my information is always down below. Thanks to those who do reach out for those, and thanks to those who donate to the channel, and to those of you who do subscribe. It's very much appreciated. Now, cross-watcher, if you are in here, feel free to flip the roles, okay? Private readings, there is a deal on this weekend. If you want to go and check that out, it is on the community board. But we are going to be starting with Aries. So, Virgo's dealing with an Aries, and I just saw the number 44. Now, this could resonate for any of the fire signs, but I've been getting a lot of songs that are talking about phones and things like that. So, one of the first songs that I was picking up, right? I think it was a song by Cardi B, okay? And I believe it was the song Ring. And I was hearing the bit where it says, you don't hit my line no more. You don't make it ring, 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 ring. So, and then the other song that kind of came in straight after that, it was kind of a much older song. I can't remember who sings it, okay? But I was hearing, hey, how you doing? Sorry you can't get through. Would you leave your name and your number and I'll get back to you? So I was thinking, okay. So I don't know if this is about somebody trying to get through to someone here, but I don't know if the messages was going to voicemail or something like that. And the other song that I was getting, it wasn't necessarily a phone song, okay? But there could be an energy here where someone here may be comparing a feminine energy maybe to other feminines or something like that, because I was hearing, now this may be, this song may be Lionel Richie, if I'm not mistaken, but I was hearing you're once, twice, 3 times a lady. So, and that also made me think of the song from Whitney Houston, okay, which I know for sure is a Leo. So someone could be dealing with a Leo, but I was hearing a song from Whitney Houston where she says, I'm every woman, it's all in me. So maybe, I don't know, let's see what comes out. So Virgo's dealing with an Aries. Spirit, what's the strongest energy here? So let's first get a card for the Aries energy. Now, I am doing this reading a little bit different here, okay, Virgos? I'm literally going to be doing this bonus reading from the fire sign's point of view. So how the fire sign sees you. Virgo's dealing with an Aries. Give me the Aries' energy. Now, cross-watcher, if you're in here and you're like, hey, that's not my energy towards the Virgo, then maybe I'm just not picking up your energy, okay? So the fire sign is coming out with honesty. And it says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Okay, so this makes me feel like this Aries is feeling like there has been some sort of deception in a situation here. Now, it could mean that they want to communicate and be honest with you. But it makes me feel like something about deception. So give me a card for the Virgo. Now your energy is coming out as success, Virgos. And it says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So this would say to me that for some of you, right, you're in this very high vibrational energy where you're still very open, very loving, very caring, very nurturing. You could be having some sort of success at this time. Show me more. Virgo's dealing with an Aries. How does this Aries see Virgo? What is their feelings towards Virgos, thoughts towards Virgos? Okay, and going forward. That coming out sideways is a blockage, okay? And then it landed on honesty. So maybe that is what's keeping something here apart here. Now, the first card that came out, it says date night, and it says get ready to be wined and dined. So this Aries may want to take you out for some of you here. Now, going forward, you have distance. And it says you and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. Show me more, Spirit. How does the Aries feel about the Virgo? What is the Aries' thoughts and feelings? So they feel like you are distant from them. Turning over, you have a main male, and I do notice that the main male is a number 1. And that can sometimes talk to me about new beginnings, a fresh start, a clean slate. Going forward. And then landing on honesty, you have pathway. So again, you see the energy here, right? You see the distance, looks like a little road, like a little map thing, right? And then you have the pathway, which is kind of like the same thing. But along this pathway, there is a lot of butterflies here, okay? And butterflies can talk about transformation and change and things like that. And it's also heading towards some sort of light. So when I think of the light, I think of the sun, and it makes me think of things like illumination, okay? But when you think of the sun, yes, it also talks about happiness and positivity. And in one of the decks, I always notice that at the bottom of the sun card, right? And not in all of them, in just one of them, I feel like it says something like, all will be well. Okay, so you have the number 35, which could be significant, or 53, but it does boil down to a number 8, which would give me the 8 of Wands. So it's all kind of lining up, right? Because the 8 of Wands does talk about moving forward, things gaining momentum, things picking up speed. I sometimes see the 8 of Wands as almost like an energy of backwards and forwards communication, but also an energy of action. Show me more. How does this Aries feel about the Virgo? So they could also feel like with this pathway and all these butterflies that maybe you have moved on from them, right? Especially with the energy of success out here. They may just feel like you moved on from them and all of a sudden your life is better. But show me more. Virgo's dealing with an Aries. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Coming out sideways, yeah, number 6 could be significant here. It says choices. It says feeling blocked and restrained. And that's interesting because I kept looking at the, is it still there? I don't know. I kept seeing the, imprisonment card at the bottom of the deck here. So I don't know if this person is feeling stuck and something like that here. But again, right, going back to this honesty card over here, in this imprisonment card, you'll see there's a mouse here. And mouses, to me, can talk about sneaky energy and things like that. So there could have been a third party involved in this somehow, some way. But give me a card for going forward. What are we getting stuck on? Number 22, and it says set your course. It says know where you wish to go. It says have a plan. It says the right decision. So again, I feel like for some of you, it's like there's something here about this Aries looking at you and saying, the Virgo doesn't need me. The Virgo's moved on. The Virgo's happy. The Virgo's not even thinking about me. Give me a clear message. Thank you. Yes. Number 3 could be significant, which would give me the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands talks about being able to see the bigger picture. It talks about planning and progression, right? Again, an energy of focusing on the future here. And then you have follow the white rabbit, which is also this, I've explained before with this card, right, where it makes me think of the Matrix. And I feel like some of you, you may have woken up from the Matrix, right? So you see things differently. So maybe there is differences in beliefs and things like that. But follow the white rabbit. And it says curiosity meets opportunity. So this is making me feel like this Aries is looking at you as if you took some sort of a risk. And maybe they didn't believe in what you was doing or what you was saying or where you was going, whatever, right? But something here is this energy where it's like the proof is in the pudding. You took an opportunity and it's working for you. Success. You listen to your intuition and now you're in a better place. So it's almost like this energy of this Aries going, So let's see. Virgo's dealing with an Aries. What's the energy here, Spirit? What is this? Date night, main, male, and choices. You have the Four of Cups. Okay, so this is an energy of them feeling like they've missed an opportunity here. You have the Queen of Swords, and it's interesting because I'm looking at this man with this remote control in his hand, and he's looking at the TV, right? So some of you, this Aries may watch you somehow. Queen of Swords is an energy of, you know, someone who. Oh, I'm asking, how is the Aries seeing you? It's the Four of Cups, but what do you see here? What's magnified? Only one cup here, which would be the Ace of Cups energy. All right, let me keep going. So the Queen of Swords, so they may see you as someone who is very honest, very truthful with that Queen of Swords energy, right? The Queen of Swords is someone who is very intelligent. She uses her discernment, right? I feel like the Queen of Swords is just someone who is not afraid to speak up. Show me more. Yeah, it could have something to do with your work. 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and there's the King of Wands. And then right behind it, you have the Lovers. Right behind that, you have the Emperor. With the Ace of Cups. Aries energy. But you see, there's the Ace of Swords here with the Justice. There would have to be some sort of truth here for some balance to be brought back to this situation. So again, maybe that's why the Choices card is out here. This Aries has a choice. Speak up or keep quiet. You have the Six of Swords coming out here as well. So again, some of you may be traveling, or again, it may have something to do with this distance energy. I see a passport here. But the Six of Swords is just an energy of where it says, hey, listen, I'm moving to calmer waters. I'm letting something go. I always see the Six of Swords as coming from the Five of Swords energy. No more mind games, right? And then the Five of Swords is an energy of lies. It's an energy of bullying, right? It's an energy, to me, of manipulation. Give me 3 cards for going forward. Landing on the Six of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups. You have the Chariot. And you have the Ace of Wands. Yeah. Now, yeah, the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Now, what I'm noticing in this Ace of Cups here is that it actually looks like they're pouring this cup out. I feel like the Aries feels like you don't have any emotions for them anymore. You don't feel the same. The Chariot is, again, linking it to this follow the white rabbit, because to me, the Chariot talks about following divine guidance. It talks about you having that willpower to sit in the chariot and be the director almost of your own life. This is you charging ahead, right? This is showing the Chariot to me shows strength. And it's also a number 7, which I'm seeing here, which is making me think of the 7 of Wands. So again, this energy of you standing your ground in a situation. The Aries may also feel like you have your guards up here. But the Ace of Wands, new beginnings. I noticed that this man has a paintbrush and a canvas here, right? And it's almost like you're creating your own future. There's definitely something here about monitoring spirits as well. So what's behind this Devil? The 3 of Wands. Yeah, I was just talking about monitoring spirits. The 9 of Cups and the 5 of Wands and the Sun. All right, clarify these cards. Hearing spirit saying, for some of you where you feel like you may have monitoring spirits around you, these could be coming in the form of like spiders or winged insects. So, you know, I don't know, flies or, I don't know. That's what they said. Spiders or winged insects. What's the 4 of Cups? Virgo's dealing with an Aries. How does the Aries see Virgo? What's the 4 of Cups, Spirit? All right, so the 4 of Cups is the Ace of Cups. And wasn't I just emphasizing how that one cup was just standing out to me? Now, for some of you, this could be an Aries, because I do notice those 3 cups on the shelf, right? So again, right, this may be an Aries who has options. But going back to the song, you're once, twice, 3 times a lady. I'm every woman. So for some reasons, for some of you, right, this Aries could feel like these other options maybe don't compare to you. Ace of Cups. Queen of Cups. And I was just speaking about how you having this energy of being very loving, caring, and nurturing. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which the first thing I noticed is the number 10. So this very well could be saying to me that this may be some sort of a cycle that is over. Yeah, for some of you, this is an X because I'm turning around and what I'm looking at is an advert for. Oh, actually, this I thought it was X Factor. I don't think this is X Factor. That might be something like Britain's Got Talent. But the first thing I saw was a naked man, not completely naked, obviously. They're not going to put that on an advert. He had a little tray. He had a little tray hiding his bits. So I don't know if there's something here about sexual energy or something like that here. There could be something here about masturbation. Listen, moving on. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune coming out here, yeah, I don't know if this is an energy where, like I said, this cycle is over. You're on to some sort of new chapter here. I don't know if this was a karmic to you. But now, for some of you, this Aries may feel like you have somebody new that you may be pouring into. Or maybe you just have a lot of self-love. But I definitely get this energy where they're looking at you as if things have definitely changed. What's the Queen of Swords? Why is the Queen of Swords here? Yeah, coming out almost sideways. It landed on the 4 of Cups. You have the Chariot. So you have the Chariot out here twice. So with me seeing the energy of 7, there could have been some warnings here. Maybe you gave this Aries some sort of warnings with the Queen of Swords. Maybe you gave them an ultimatum and they didn't believe you. But you have, yeah, the 6 of Wands with the Chariot. You could be some sort of a speaker or something like that. Chariot and the 6 of Wands, this is success. This is victory. This is you overcoming any kind of obstacles. It could just be that this person maybe sees you out and about, or maybe the last time they saw you here. But it definitely looks like things are happening for you, and this Aries can see that. Give me one more on this Chariot and the 6 of Wands. The 8 of Pentacles, yeah, something to do with your work. Something here that you have mastered. And now again, it could just be your life, right? Maybe you've just organized yourself. You do things differently. You speak differently. You are, I don't know. But these are all good cards. Some of you could have a really good job where maybe you're like a lawyer or something like that here. A judge. Maybe you are like a manager of something, or you manage people. But you're very committed to what you do. And this Aries sees that you are someone who is very consistent. Now, all of this coming out of how this Aries sees you, I don't know if they would ever tell you this, okay? But, okay. So what's the 6 of Swords? Yeah, the Sun card at the bottom of the deck with the Queen of Pentacles. And there we have a King of Swords with the 8 of Wands. I don't know if they would ever tell you this, but they see you for some of you. Right behind you, you have the Page of Swords, which is that spying card. It's also that card, right? And it was before the King of Swords. So this talks about, hey, thinking before you speak. You have the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is an energy of gifts, donations, charity, right? You assisting the public here. So again, I don't know what it is that you do for employment, but this is an energy of kindness. This is you giving back. So of course, Spirit is going to give you back in return. It's just how it works. What's the 6 of Swords? Six of Swords is the 9 of Wands. Okay. How does the Aries see Virgo? The 3 of Pentacles. They see you as, for some of you, right, it's almost like it's given an energy of like a hustler. It's like an energy of you don't back down easy here. I really feel like with this Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups coming out here and the Nine of Wands, I feel like this Aries sees you as someone who, it kind of feels like, I don't know if this person put you in a third party and that made you kind of say, hey, listen, okay, deuces. What's the Three of Pentacles? Because the Eight of Cups talks about abandoning something, walking away, you not wanting to be, you not wanting to build anything with this person, you not wanting to collaborate with them. What's the Three of Pentacles? It's like you're determined to focus on whatever it is that you're building. You have the Two of Wands. Yeah. And if this kind of Aries made a choice to choose somebody or allow a third party to get involved in this situation, then I feel like they are realizing that somewhere along the line, they really have to kind of, you know, take accountability for the part that they played in this. I'm not saying it's solely their fault. For some of you, you may say it is. I don't know your story. What's the Ace of Cups? I see a Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. How does the Aries feel about Virgo? Coming out sideways is a blockage. And then you have the Knight of Wands. You have the Three of Wands. And you have the Two of Cups coming out. I feel like the Aries feels like you see them in a certain light. I feel like the Aries feels like you are blocking them out because you see them in this energy, right? Three of Wands talks about seeing the bigger picture here. And then you have this Knight of Wands. So maybe, again, I saw the cup. To me, it looks like they're pouring that liquid out of that cup, right? Pouring those emotions out. Now, for some of you, maybe you know that this Aries gave an opportunity to somebody else here. But I feel like the Aries sees you as you thinking that they're someone who is non-committal, immature. They're a player here, right? I'm hearing the word self-absorbed. So what's the Two of Cups? Because this talks about partnership, compatibility. How does the Aries see Virgo? Six of Cups, there could be something here to do with the past. Six of Cups with the Two of Cups would make the Eight of Cups, which you already have out here. The Death card and the Seven of Swords, yeah. I feel like they feel like you see them as someone who is a liar, a cheater, a thief. Or is that how they see you, Virgo? Two of Cups. Three of Cups energy. So 33 could be significant. 34. For some of you, they feel like you're hiding someone. But I mean, if you guys are separated, I don't know what that would have to do with them. But I'm just, how is the Aries seeing you? But show me more about the Chariot. The Seven of Wands. The Lovers. And the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, they feel like you're moving on. You're not interested here. You're defensive. Five of Pentacles is an energy of leaving somebody out in the cold. But why is the Lovers here then? Oh, because you're not interested in any kind of encounter with them. But show me more. What's the Lovers? Yeah, I don't know if this Aries kind of sees you as uptight, because I'm hearing the word, they just want you to relax. Like, but what's the Lovers? Gemini energy here. Now, for others, you, like I said, I feel like for some of you, they feel like you're pushing them away because you're entertaining somebody else. Show me the Lovers. Thank you, Spirit. Coming out sideways is a Temperance. Yeah, the blockage here for some of you is there's no peace and there's no balance here. Or what's the Lovers? King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, and it landed on choices. So I feel like some of you may be with somebody new. There's something else here. Give me a second. Okay. I feel like for some of you, this fire sign, I mean, this Aries could have water highly aspected in their chart. It doesn't have to be. Maybe they have Sagittarius in their chart. I feel like this person has some sort of desire for you. I don't know if this Aries feels like because they pushed you away or something like that is why you're acting some sort of way, but I don't necessarily see that here. But it's a feeling. What's this Ace of Wands? The Ace of Wands landed on the, the Ten of Swords is coming out, landed on the choices. Yeah, it's like for some of you, I feel like this Aries feels like you feel like something was an ultimate betrayal. Ten of Swords is about stabbing somebody in the back. It talks about bad-mouthing, gossip. It talks about malicious gossip and lies. Right? It talks about maybe breaking a generational curse as well. What's the Ten of Swords? It's definitely a no card. Yeah, damn, Ten of Wands. Yeah, for some of you, this Aries feels like there's no reviving this situation. Look at you, came out again. Queen of Swords, you ain't playing. They don't see you as someone who is playing. Show me more about that Ten of Swords. Yeah, you got the Judgment at the bottom of the deck with the Seven of Cups and the Two of Swords. There's also something here about, I don't know if this Aries feels like you are heavily protected, maybe by your ancestors and angels. You do have Follow the White Rabbit out here. Show me more about that Ten of Swords. Page of Swords. Eight of Wands. How's the Aries seeing Virgo? Give me one more. And the Tower. For some of you, they want to know if you know something here that they did. It's like they're waiting for you to say something. I almost want to say they're waiting for you to say something specific. One more. Tower is a powerful realization. Yeah, you got the Seven of Cups. There's a lot of cards coming out. Two of Swords, Two of Wands, and the Temperance. There's so many blockages here in terms for some of you for this situation to be fixed. And I feel it has a lot to do with whatever this honesty is. I'm hearing tell the truth and shame the devil. Five of Cups, the Fool, and the High Priestess, and the Sun, and the Nine of Cups. Your intuition is leading you somewhere. Some of you could be High Priestesses or priests, right? Maybe you're a tarot reader, a healer, or you do something a little bit taboo here, or maybe just very spiritual. But this does talk about she or he who knows. Wisdom, knowledge, Queen of Swords coming out here twice. All right, so show me a little bit more. How does Aries feel towards the Virgos when it comes to love? Because this could be general. This Aries could be a family member, a friend, a co-worker, the man, the woman that lives next door. You know what I mean? What is that? Cherish. How does the Aries feel towards the Virgo when it comes to love? 3 cards. Thank you, Spirit. No? Maybe they don't know how they feel towards you. Yeah, it came in the reverse. Don't want to take it in the reverse. All right, but in the upright, it says intense. It says intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. I'm going to keep all of these in the upright. How does the Aries feel about the Virgos? 2 more cards. I keep hearing that Prince song. Could you be the most beautiful girl in the world? Now, it doesn't necessarily have to talk about your looks. Might be. But you have enlightenment. It says with enlightenment, there is no separation. It says we recognize that we are one with the divine. So maybe this is someone who is seeing that you are connected. Show me more. Maybe somebody is shocked about something you already said. Do you know what this is like giving me? This could be just a metaphor, right? This would be like a energy, an example, right? Where you would say to the Aries, hey, you know, don't do that, or don't go over there, don't talk to that person because X, Y, and Z is going to happen. Then like, oh, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. And then later down the line, exactly what you said happens. And now they're looking at you with like, you know, in a deer in headlights. One more. What's the energy in love? How does this Aries see Virgo? Wow. Landed on the 4 of Cups. Could this be an energy? I should have married you. I should have committed to you. I should have invested more. Marriage. It says a marriage of souls is a union of 2 divine counterparts. It says blended together. I mean, you could have been married to this person for some of you, right? Maybe they just look at you as marriage material and you have connection at the bottom of the deck and it says, what is with the 3s? Right? Bringing me back to that song. You're once, twice, 3 times a lady. So I don't know if they have options of 3 people around them or 3 people that want to be with them. Or listen, maybe you guys got back together 3 times and it didn't work. But there's something here with these 3 X's and that heart in the middle. It says your connection is eternal and unbreakable and you have respect. But for some of you, there were obstacles here. Well, there is obstacles here now. Virgo's dealing with an Aries. How do they feel about the Virgo when it comes to love, Spirit? Yeah, maybe that Knight of Wands, 3 of Wands, and that came out sideways because this person knows they can't come towards you on no Knight of Wands energy. Unless this is about them taking a risk and being fearless. Again, it could represent maybe someone here, maybe younger than you or something like that. Or maybe both of you guys are just, you know, maybe in your early 20s or something. So it looks like it's coming out again in the reverse, and so did the intensity. Yeah, I don't know if this means that they're trying to avoid how they're feeling or something like that, or pretend it don't exist, right? It says real feelings, and it says you share true romantic feelings worth exploring. Or it could, they both came in the reverse because maybe they feel like you just don't feel the same. What's enlightenment? I'm hearing that song, When You Wish Upon a Star. So you have Forever Young. It says a song of youthful playfulness. Okay. Time apart. Look at this. Time apart at the bottom of the deck. And right behind it, you have third party. And you have reaching out. So for some of you, I don't know. Be careful of a third party reaching out to you. Oh, I just heard I wish a bitch would. One more card. Virgo's dealing with an Aries. How does the Aries feel? Okay. Landed on real feelings, and it says psychic connection. It says your communication goes beyond mere words. Now, I don't know. My throat went a little funny there. So maybe I was meant to say, did I say that some of you, this marriage, maybe you were married to them in a past life? Okay. Okay, so let's see what they don't want you to know. At this time, what does the Aries not want my Virgos to know, Spirit? Oh, dear. Landed on choices, and it says doing drugs. All right, show me more. Coming out sideways, landing on main male, we have promiscuous. They don't want you to know that they're sleeping around. I mean, and doing drugs. What does the Aries want with you, Virgo, at this point? Sleeps around. It says a hot free for all. It says sleeps with your man. For some of you, right, there's an energy here where what this Aries doesn't want you to know is someone that they slept with. Now, I don't know if this means that it's somebody that you know. I'm looking at the word young. I don't know if this is someone you grew up with. I don't know if this is a family member. I don't even know if you care. Yeah, I don't know if you care. With the popcorn on the bottom of the deck, watching shit go down, enjoying the gossip. What they don't want you to know. In their feelings. They slept with maybe somebody that you know to hurt you, to get back at you. Total drama and action. And you have hater and sexual protection. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you care. Emotional intelligence. Private relationship getting played. Maybe they got their feelings hurt. But show me more. What the Aries doesn't want Virgo to know. I just saw divine timing. It said believe in divine timing. You may hear something here about something, or maybe you did. What they don't want the Virgo to know. Yeah, look at this. Unfinished business, unresolved situation with doing drugs. Show me more. What's that? Look at what's trying to come out. Competition, the other woman. I'm hearing, do your thing, baby. Do your thing. Listen. What's promiscuous? So maybe that's why the honesty card is out here. You have insecurities and self-esteem. So not only, do you see the energy? You're once, twice, 3 times a lady. For some of you, it's not even like they're picking people that are better than you. People that have got things going on for themselves. Insecurities and self-esteem. What's promiscuous? You have home and foundation. Oh, do they have a child or they live with someone here? Give me 2 more cards. What's in their feelings? Okay. So we have divine intervention, time for reflection. Sound like karma to me. Like Spirit saying, sit down. Put that Aries in a naughty corner. Show me more. You have reconciliation and rebuild. Sorry. So they don't want you to know that after something went wrong for them, or they didn't picked up some Karen or whoever the hell this is, right? Felicia. They want to come back and rebuild things with you. They see the error of their ways. I mean, for some of you, I don't know, you might, but for some of you, you know, whatever this truth is, it may be too much. So let's just get a card for advice for my Virgos. Let's take the advice, how it resonates for you, Virgos. Virgos, dealing with an Aries spirit. Let's end this. It says, be here now. It says, practice mindfulness. It says to be present in the moment and gain insight. Okay. So Spirit is saying, you know, with this situation here, Virgos, I feel like regardless of what your card is going to say, I feel like Spirit is kind of saying here that, you know what, be humble, stay grounded, okay? The Queen of Swords is usually someone who, I almost want to say, is not biased. I feel like maybe you should be open to some sort of communication. If it's honest communication, I feel like you should be open to listening to this person. But that doesn't mean that there's going to be a reconciliation here. Maybe things can be put on a more better footing. But you have divine flow. It says let go of attachments. It says to the outcome and let the universe bring gifts. So that's your advice here, Virgos. Going with the flow here. Right? And I feel like for some of you, you did. I feel like maybe at one point you was kind of like looking for some sort of explanation or wondering what's happening or why somebody did this or why they said that. I feel like you let go of that for some of you. And for some of you, maybe you need to. So let me put the cards away and let us move on. We are moving on to Sag. Okay. Okay, Virgo's dealing with a Sag. Now, cross-watcher, feel free to flip the roles, okay? Spirit, give me a card for the Sagittarius' energy. What's the Sag's energy here, Spirit? Oh, you got 2 cards coming out for the Sag. So the first one they have is balance, and it says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like what I wanted to say with the Queen of Swords when I was trying to find a word. Maybe if this Aries opens up to you, Virgos, right? Just going back to the Aries real quick. Maybe you shouldn't judge. So the other card coming out for the Sagittarius, it says relationships. And it says, I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Okay. So this makes me feel like a Sagittarius that is making some sort of changes in their life. I don't know how you fit into this, Virgos. Maybe you're helping this person to do this, to find some sort of balance here. Okay, making right choices is what I'm hearing. What's Virgo's energy in this? What are we getting stuck on? Acceptance. Damn, Virgo. You have acceptance. It says, I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. And da-da! Success. It says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So it really feels like a lot of my Virgos, you're in this energy where you are kind of leading by example, okay? Now I'm hearing Spirit say, it's funny how when you act, or you're really just in this energy when you don't care anymore, it's interesting how people start caring. Does that make sense? I feel like that's what they're saying. All right, Virgo's dealing with a Sag. What's the energy here, Spirit? It's like you turning your back, getting on with your life, just doing you, is catching people's attention. And these are probably people whose attention that maybe you wanted before and they just wasn't paying attention. I don't know. The world is a weird place. I'm going to get a card for now and a card for going forward. And going forward. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So your first card that came out, it says moving on, and it says someone is unavailable. It says a waste of time, it's over. So this Sagittarius feels like you're not interested here. How does the Sag see the Virgo? Because your next card is love spell, and it says you've been bewitched. Now, I don't want to go straight to the obvious, right, and say, oh, this Sagittarius feels like you put some sort of a love spell on them, or I feel like this is something else. Show me more. This could not necessarily have anything to do with love, because this part is the general spread, right? This could just be that maybe someone is admires you, right? With this energy that you have. Show me more. Virgo's in with a Sagittarius. I mean, it could be a love spell, because I am hearing that song, You Put a Spell on Me, 'cause you're mine. All right. Show me more. How is this Sag seeing Virgo? What's their intentions and feelings towards Virgo? You have the number 10. Look at that, with moving on, journey. Yeah. The last thing it says on this card is it's over, and the 10s represent endings. But show me more. How do they see the Virgo? Looks like it's coming out more in the reverse. It's the coffin. So that would have been another ending card here. But I don't know, it's in the reverse. Like I said, I don't know if there's this some sort of energy where this Sagittarius just feels some sort of pull towards you, and maybe they just don't know why. Is it a love spell, right? I feel like someone here can't let go of another person, or they don't want an ending here. Great fortune, courtship, and house. Show me more. How does the Sag see Virgo? I just looked at the screen, right, and looking at that ring spinning around like that, right, the first thing I heard was, you know, what's his name from Lord of the Rings? I heard, my precious. Stop. I don't know. Show me more. Okay, so they have two cards coming out. The first one is choices. And it says feeling blocked and restrained. And then you have a number 20, and it says keep your temper. It says don't allow anger to rule you. Give me a card for going forward. How does the Sag see Virgo? They feel like you're not allowing something to rock your boat. They're like, I don't know if this Sagittarius kind of sees you as someone who is like, okay, you know what, you'd rather kind of keep something to yourself than maybe express or speak about it. Or it's like you're just not going to give something energy or give them energy here. Keep your temper. Now, for some of you, maybe this Sagittarius sees you as someone who has a temper. That could be confirmation. I hear my son coughing. And it's funny because he is a Sagittarius, to be honest. I think his birthday is, no, I think, oh, Lord. His birthday is December the 19th. So, yeah, and then going forward, you have changed in the night. It says you have changed quickly. So they are seeing something different about you, which is making me feel like this should be in the upright, because the Death card talks about change and transformation. And the energy of 1010 just makes sense to me. Because the Death card in the reverse, doesn't it talk about resisting change and almost like repeating negative patterns and things like that? Show me more, Spirit. Virgo's dealing with a Sag. How does the Sagittarius see Virgo? In the reverse, the Eight of Cups. Maybe it should be in the reverse. I don't know. Let me just leave it like that. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Coming out sideways is a Three of Pentacles. So maybe they feel like there's some sort of blockage, like you won't, because the Three of Pentacles is teamwork, collaboration, working together to build something. Maybe they feel like you refuse. I'm hearing for some of you, this Sagittarius sees you as someone who, as Virgo, you refuse to compromise. And you have the Ten of Pentacles. So this could be a family member here. It could be someone you have children with. I see the Ten of Pentacles as marriage and things like that as well. But we'll clarify. Show me going forward. How does a Sag see Virgo? What's love spell? The coffin in the reverse and changed in the night. You have the Six of Wands. You have the Six of Pentacles. So 66 could be significant, or 99. And then you have the Three of Swords. Okay, so the Three of Swords does talk about heartache, pain, sadness, and things like that here. I also noticed that there is tarot cards on this table. And then I see on someone could have lots of tattoos here, but I see on this tattoo, I see a cloud and it looks like it's raining, and it's raining outside. So someone could be crying or something like that here. But Six of Wands is public recognition, it's victory, it's success. And then Six of Pentacles talks about equal give and take. I feel like for some of you, right, this Sagittarius just wants to come in and work things out with you. They just want something to be successful, but they feel like you're like, nah. Seven of Swords, Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords. For some of you, this Sagittarius could be in their head about something you said, Eight of Swords, or maybe they feel like you're in some sort of a mental prison. Like you need to let something go. You're keeping yourself stuck. But let's see. What's the Eight of Cups in the reverse? Landing on the Three of Pentacles, there's a Seven of Cups. What's the Eight of Cups in the reverse, Spirit? Thank you. The Wheel of Fortune and the King of Wands coming out sideways. It's like this person feels like you're blocking them off or something like that here. Or then maybe they feel like you're very focused on your money. Wheel of Fortune. But the Seven of Cups talks about options, wishful thinking, procrastination. For some of you, this Sagittarius maybe feels like you are overthinking. Let me just get the Eight of Cups. 1 minute. Eight of Cups. Where are you? Never at the front, right? Never, ever at the front. Eight of Cups in the reverse, it talks about fear of moving on. Yeah, stagnation. It says accepting your lot. Yeah, I feel like this Sag is afraid that things are over. Yeah, they feel like you're done. Yeah, Eight of Cups. What's the Three of Pentacles? The Emperor. Yeah, it's like they want to boss up, or, you know, they want to show you that they've changed, or they want to be, you know, they want to come in and protect and provide and things like that. The Emperor talks about stability. It's like this person, maybe they want to build some sort of empire with you. For others of you, right, maybe you are encouraging someone here to own their own business or be an entrepreneur or CEO. But show me more about the Emperor. The Ace of Coins, yeah. Now, this is financial beginnings, opportunities here. Maybe you own your own business. I see the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. What's the Emperor and the Ace of Pentacles? The Two of Wands, yeah, choices. And we already have choices out here. So maybe for some of you, maybe this, I kind of feel like this Sagittarius maybe feels like I don't necessarily want to say that you're too good for them, but it kind of feels a little bit like that. I don't know if they feel a little bit inadequate right here or not good enough. But I definitely see an energy of inspiration. You inspiring. Yeah, they could be watching you here. Yeah, the Page of Swords of the World, maybe in secret. The Moon card. Justice, the Three of Cups, and the Hermit. Yeah, they see you getting some, celebrating something here. I really feel like they want to reunite and do things correctly. For some of you where this may be about a relationship and things like that. What's the Ten of Pentacles? Landing on the Wheel of Fortune. Damn. So this Sagittarius feels like you got money or something like that. Ten of Pentacles with a Ten of Pentacles. They see something changing when it comes to your finances. What's the Ten of Pentacles? Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands. So we've got 10, 10, 10. Ten of Wands, yeah, I don't know. You got the Star card at the bottom of the deck. Ten of Wands is talks about a burden, something that is too heavy. I feel like they feel like you've turned your back on them for some of you. Or you just feel like the situation is too difficult or too much. There's also an energy over here where this Sagittarius may feel like you feel like they take you for granted. What's the Ten of Pentacles? Ten of Pentacles and 10 Wands. Too many cards, but let's see. Knight of Pentacles. Look at all the Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. What does that make? You got the Ten of Pentacles out here 3 times. So heavy, something to do with money, finances. It's like you're helping this person to think about what they should invest in, you know, how to balance things out when it comes to their money and things like that. Again, it could be because the Pentacles can talk about time, right? Maybe some of you have made this person kind of think about, especially for those of you where maybe this person juggled you, right, Virgos? There's something to hear about stability or something like that, or how to manifest money. Page of Coins, this is all coins here. Yeah, with the Ace of Wands, may have something to do with work, creativity. Okay. What's the Six of Wands? Yeah, definitely. What's the Six of Wands? How does this Sag see Virgo? You have the King of Cups. Maybe this person loves what you do for work, or they, like I said, secretly admires you here. What's the King of Cups? King of Cups is someone who is usually family orientated. Yeah, look at the Page of Cups. And what's this? And you have the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Cups can talk about your intuition. Again, it could talk about maybe psychics. Definitely maybe someone here may be psychic, right? King of Cups, Page of Cups. Could be a masculine. But again, this energy, the Page of Cups, talks about an admirer, someone who maybe has a crush on you, or... But Four of Pentacles is holding back. What's the Four of Pentacles? Yeah, Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck with a Judgment and Eight of Swords. What's the Four of Pentacles? Queen of Swords, landed on keep your temper. What's the Four of Pentacles? And the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this is about, like, you could be dealing with a child. Do you know what I mean? Your child. Take it out. It resonates with the Empress out here. Or there's just something about you being very abundant here. Now, the Queen of Swords with that Page of Pentacles, this, I could see this as, like I said, maybe you giving somebody advice, or, you know, trying to help somebody to start something here or build a foundation for themselves. There may be an energy here where someone is saying, hey, listen, you don't do enough. You don't pull your weight. Something like that here. What's the Six of Pentacles? Someone could work in a school or a prison. Or it might be just like a restaurant. I see somebody dishing out food. Maybe somebody feeds like the homeless. Six of Pentacles is the Six of Cups. So 66 could be significant. Or 99. Look, we got 666. Oh, anyway, moving on. What's the Six of Cups? So definitely past energy here. The Six of Cups talks about childhood, memories, things like that. For some of you, there may be a Sagittarius here who may be even reflecting on how much you gave to them or do for them. Look at that, Ace of Wands coming out, and then you have the Ten of Cups. And for some of you, it feels like this person just wants to maybe move on from the past here and work on this happy family situation. Ace of Wands can talk about a new beginning. Yeah, I don't know, something about helping somebody to create a new reality. What's the Three of Swords? You have the Nine of Cups. Three of Swords with the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups can talk about wish fulfillment, joy, things like that. Yeah, the Seven of Wands and the Death. Yeah, this Sagittarius feels like for some of you, you're over with a certain situation here. So maybe that's why the Three of Swords is out here. Yeah. So maybe that was meant to be in the upright. I don't know. I've been turning that around, up, down, up, down. And maybe you've had a very up and down situation or relationship with this person. So how does this Sagittarius feel about my Virgos when it comes to love? I don't know, with that love spell over there. What's the energy when it comes to love, Spirit? So you have boundaries. It says having sensible boundaries is important. You have challenges. And it says all true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome. And then you also have, yeah, rejoice. So I'm telling you, they want to reunite. They want you to trust them. It says embrace your loving connection and rejoice. Yeah, I don't know if you help to bring some sort of clarity to someone here with illusions, clarity, guilt, and then trust. Or them realizing something here. And maybe now they feel guilty. All right. How does a Sagittarius see Virgo when it comes to love? For some of you, I'm hearing they feel like you're making things difficult. So the first one coming out, it says lost in love. It says this is your true love. I'm hearing they're sorry. Energy and love. You have real feelings. It says you share true romantic feelings. It says worth exploring. They feel like something is worth a second chance. And then you have forever young. Okay. It says a song of youthful playfulness. And you have reaching out at the bottom of the deck. It says expect a call or text from your person of interest. Because they want to rekindle. They want you to look at it. There's that stubborn energy. Come on, Virgos. I don't know your situation. Maybe you have reason to be, but look at her. It says let go of the past. It says clear energy to allow more love in your life. But she's like, I don't know if I want to talk to you. But I'm listening. But I'm going to pretend like I ain't listening. Because I don't care, or I do care, or I'm pretending, or I've moved on. Look at him pleading. Oh, poor man. All right. Let's see what they don't want you to know. What do they not want the Virgo to know? What do they not want the Virgo to know, Spirit? Virgo's dealing with a Sag. You have getting played. It says manipulation. It says control and lies. You also have fulfilling a fantasy, landed on choices. And you have insecure. You have toxic at the bottom of the deck and destroyed, shattered, broken, and fucked up, and fake apology. Show me more. Okay, so that was courage and strength. What's getting played? You have, it came out almost sideways, okay? So it says dating. It says meeting someone new. So maybe this is something that happened in the past, right? Take out resonates, guys. But this is what they don't want you to know. What's dating someone new with getting played? An ex-lover. It says old spark. Yes, and that landed on choices. So I don't know if this is something that they did here. What's fulfilling a fantasy? Coming out sideways, it says divine timing. It says believe in right timing. So for some of you, fulfilling some sort of a fantasy is what caused this separation between you. And you have, yeah, look, you have twin flame, divine connection. So some of you are dealing with a twin flame. What's insecure? What's trying to come out? Way too many. Insecure. It says text message, unsent message, freedom, surrender. It says him. It says divine masculine. It says hook up, one night stand, marriage, sacred union, fears, afraid, magnetic attraction, love, strong affection. Yeah. I always kind of get this kind of energy for Virgos dealing with a Sag, where someone may actually be genuinely sorry. But landing on dating and meet someone new, it says lies and it says keeping secrets. Well, this is what they don't want you to know. And then you also have finances. It says mind on the money. So yeah, I feel like there is as well, right? So for some of you there, we see that here, with all those pentacles that were coming out and things like that, that there is some sort of insecurities when it comes to this person's stability, their financial independence and things like that. Now, I don't know if for some of you as well with lies and keeping secrets, if there's something here about how someone makes their money, okay? But moving on. What is the advice for my Virgos dealing with a Sag? Thank you, Spirit. Give me a clear message. That was Shield of Resilience. And you have the River of Release at the bottom of the deck. So, I don't know, you could take this both ways. River of Release, it says, drift along the River of Release, where waters carry away burdens, guiding towards renewal. So, again, the reason why I could take that both ways is you could be, like I said, some of you may see this Sagittarius as a burden and maybe letting it go. You're going in a different direction, right? And for others of you, it's that energy where, for some of you, where this twin flame, and you know that this can work, but you would have to forgive them for something. So, the card that is actually coming out, it says, walking unscathed. It says you are fortunate. It says you are fortunate trap. Read. I was gonna. Okay. Anyway, it says you are fortunate trap. Yeah, I did read it right. That doesn't make sense to me though. Let me just read it. You are fortunate trap was laid out for you, but you were too smart to fall for it. Oh wow. Okay, that's your advice. So let us move on to Leo. Okay, Virgo's dealing with a Leo. Cross-watcher, again, feel free to flip the roles, right? But Virgos, this is how a Virgo may... this is how a Virgo... I don't know. Maybe this Leo has Virgo in their chart, but this is how a Leo may be seeing you. How does a Leo... How do they see Virgo, or what's their intentions, feelings, and thoughts towards Virgo? Give me a card for the Leo. And give me a card for Virgo. I'm hearing that song where he says, sugar pie, honey bun. Don't you know that I love you? I can't help myself. Something like I want to be with you and nobody else. All right, I'm seeing the word gratitude, but let's see. So the energy coming out for the Leo is courage. What do we have? A cowardly lion? But I don't know. Maybe this is the energy they're in, right? It is Leo energy. So it says courage. It says, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Okay. So, okay. Going forward. Oh, Virgo, your energy is patience. And it says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. Okay. So you waiting for this person? You waiting to hear from them or something like that? Waiting for them to grow some balls or a backbone? May have been a better... Anyway. Virgo's in with Leo. What's the energy here, Spirit? I'm going to get a card for now and a card for going forward. Thank you, Spirit. How does the Leo see Virgo? I'm sorry. Every time I say something, they play a song. It's like they're just waiting for me. All right, she said that word, drop the coin in. I'm hearing you are my destiny. So let's see. Someone's name could be that destiny. Someone may be nervous. How does the Leo see Virgo? And going forward, you have Guardian at the bottom of the deck, and it says a lost loved one watches over you. Oh, I don't know. I always get that though. Some of you, this Leo may be someone who is passed over. But let's see what comes out. So the first card coming out, it says distance. It says you and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. And then going forward, we have manifest. You are my destiny. You are my one and only. You bring great joy to me. What was the first song? Can't remember. Anyway, it says manifest, and it says tell the universe exactly what you want. Maybe the guardian angel card is maybe someone's ancestors or angels trying to bring this together. But show me more. Virgo's dealing with a Leo. Look at the gift and marriage. And change. How does the Leo see Virgo? What's distance? Concern. Did I say that maybe someone feels nervous and then you got courage over there? 33 could be significant here, or the number 6. Maybe someone's worried. Oh, I don't know. Maybe someone's worried they don't have enough with poverty here, or yeah, I'm hearing spirit say someone needs to put an end to a lack mindset, whether it has to do with material, whether this is like I said, someone's just kind of scared or something like that. Maybe someone needs to come out of their head. And also maybe someone is just worried that if something wouldn't be, like I said, all right, show me more. Yeah, courtship. 6 and 4 would make 10. Do I take courtship? I'm going to put it back and see if it comes out by itself. Do you know what I said? Look, expectation. Are you waiting for someone, or they're playing that song? I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Okay. Maybe there is some sort of a telepathic communication between you and someone, or you have the journey card. Okay. You have gift at the bottom of the deck. And the lovers. Distant horizon with message of concern and high honor and courtship. Change, great fortune, a wealthy man. So is this going to be the best section of this reading? Virgo's dealing with a Leo. All right, how does the Leo see Virgo? But they may be concerned because maybe they feel like something is already over. I don't know if this person has been trying to manifest you in. I don't know if you have been trying to manifest this person. What is distance and concern? Okay. You have the number 45 or 54 boils down to a 9. And it says, such a curious dream. That's what I was saying. I don't know if you guys have some sort of telepathic connection, or maybe this person has just been dreaming about you, or maybe they've been getting signs and synchronicities here about you. But it says grounding, it says returning to reality, and it says coming home. Give me a card for going forward. You have keeping up. It says immense effort, and it says advance. Number 40 could be significant, or the number 4. For some of you, this Leo may be looking at you and thinking, I don't know if they kind of feel like maybe it would be too much hard work or something like that here. Show me more, Spirit. What's going on with Virgos and a Leo? How does a Leo see Virgo? Give me 3 cards. Coming out sideways is the 8 of Cups in the upright. You have the 7 of Wands, and then you have Justice. Now, the 7 of Wands can talk about an energy of, again, somebody standing their ground. Do you just kind of come very standoffish to a lot of people, Virgos? I know Virgos, I've heard lots of people say, even about myself, right, that Virgos can come across as unapproachable. People just tell me that a lot. Now I'm so unapproachable, they don't even say it to me anymore. They just think it and I can hear them. I'm like, yeah. I don't know, maybe there's something here about it. I don't know, maybe you just come off very serious with this justice energy. But the justice also talks about, like I said, fair and just. It talks about doing things the right way. It talks about being honest and truthful. But show me more. You have the King of Wands, and that landed on Justice. You have the World. And then you have the 7 of Pentacles. Now, the 7 of Pentacles can talk about things that you are invested in. Someone could be like, someone could bake or something like that. Maybe someone makes cakes or something like that. Or I'm hearing something as well about interior design. Maybe someone's like a fashion designer or... What's the 8 of Cups? Virgo's dealing with a Leo. How do they see the Virgo? What's the 8 of Cups? Yeah, the 4 of Cups. So that they feel like you walked away from a situation or they've missed some sort of opportunity here. Show me more about the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Pentacles, so 44 could be significant, or the number 8. Yeah, I've got 44 and then we've got 8 cups here. And then we've got 9 of Cups. I feel like this Leo might see you as wish fulfillment, but they hold back. They may also feel like here, Virgos, that maybe you're holding back from them because I don't know if you are just in a good space with the 9 of Cups energy here. But again, this 9 of Cups does talk about confidence and things like that. Maybe someone here is very fearful if you are coming across as someone who doesn't underestimate yourself, right? As if you're coming across as if you're confident, you believe in yourself, you're just like a go-getter. Which is interesting, considering. I mean, we can't just say, oh, because they're a Leo, they're supposed to be, you know, like, no. It's just a sign. What's the 7 of Wands? Yeah, you have the Judgment. The 9 of Swords tried to jump out. So for some of you, whoever this is, like they may be having sleepless nights here. Or you're heavy on their mind. What's the Judgment? This could also be someone who is looking at you as if you wouldn't forgive them if they was to reach out. Yeah, the Fool card. What's the Judgment and the Fool? And the 3 of Wands. So I don't know if this Leo is like saying, hey, you're just focused on your future here. Again, this energy of something to do with distance. The 3 of Wands can talk about someone who is very confident in going forward. And again, where I was just kind of describing you, I was kind of trying to think to describe you according to like the Queen of Wands energy. But even in this Three of Wands, it talks about self-belief and self-confidence and moving forward and having plans and being excited. This is also a Leo that I feel like they know, like I said, if they come towards you, they would have to kind of put in the hard work. I feel like they know you ain't going to accept any kind of nonsense. Seven of Wands with a Three of Wands makes a Ten of Wands energy. What's the Justice? Coming out sideways. Could talk about a blockage. It's the Knight of Cups. What's the Justice? It's the Page of Swords and it's the World card. So for some of you, this is a heavy spying, right? A lot of people just spying on people online and things like that here. Now, this is also an energy with the Page of Swords of, you know, somebody being very curious about someone here. But it's like, I'm curious about them, but I don't know if I should go towards them and make them an offer. Or I don't know if they would even accept this offer. And it's funny how the Page of Swords talks about curiosity. And then you also have this such a curious dream. It's almost like this person has some sort of energy in their mind about what if. Or what could be. Or I feel like this has the potential. Or I feel like that could be my person. Or I feel like I could work with them. Or they'd be a good friend or ally, or colleague. Page of Swords. Now, for others of you, right, there may be something here where this Leo, even though I'm supposed to be reading it from their point of view, how they see you, but there is also a lot maybe going on with this person. There, for some of you, there could be something here about somebody waiting for some sort of legal situation to come to an end. Show me more about that Justice real quick. Yeah, the King of Cups landed on the Fool. So whoever this is, I feel like they have some sort of emotions here for you. But give me one on the King of Cups. The Two of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this person has a choice to make here. All right, what's this King of Wands? Show me more how they've... What is this Leo? How do they see? What do they think about the Virgo? What's their intention, Spirit? The Six of Pentacles, equal give and take here. Show me more. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. For some of you, this person may take some sort of action towards you here. They see you building something for yourself. Yeah, lots of Pentacles. This is like things coming to fruition. This is like somebody thinking about, hey, you know, if I make an offer or whatever it is, whether it's in business or whatever, right? It's like, will it be victorious? Yeah, Ace of Swords. But it's like someone's at a crossroads when it comes to communication. What's the World card? The Star. Okay, such a curious, it landed on such a curious dream. You have the Star card. So some of you definitely may be online here, right? Again, sometimes when I see this, you could be healers and things like that, or there's maybe just something that you are creating, or you're just in a very peaceful energy here. Some of you could be very spiritual. You have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords can talk about seizing opportunities. For some of you, if this person comes towards you, you may not even see them coming. But what's the Knight of Swords? This person may feel like you're someone who is rebellious. They may see you as someone who just kind of speaks their mind. What's the Knight of Swords? It's the Seven of Cups. Landed on the Eight of Cups. What's the Seven of Cups? Again, the Seven of Cups can talk about dreams. Maybe this person had a dream and the dream said something like, you know, go towards the Virgo, or they, I don't know. What's the Seven of Cups? The Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Empress. Maybe this is someone who is thinking, hey, are you worth fighting for? Or maybe they feel like you have a lot of options here. Or there may be some sort of conflict, I don't know, something to do with someone's workspace. Yeah, the devil, the Three of Cups, the moon. Something may have something to do with a third party. What's this? The Temperance. The Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Swords. This looks like something to do with either, it could be something to do with a group of people here, right? Three of Cups, Moon, and the Devil. There definitely could be something here to do with some sort of spell work or a third party that maybe is toxic or something like that here. And it's like this person is in their head, especially if they are with somebody else, or this could talk about addictions, friend groups, partying too much, you know, just indulging in things that is not good for you. And it's like, I don't know if they're, for some of you, if this person has a choice, right? Because then you have the Temperance, the Eight of Wands with the Eight of Swords. So again, 88 could be significant. Anytime I get 88, it talks to me about It's All Over when the fat lady sings. But there may be something here about this person maybe, or somebody needing to remove themselves from some sort of karmic situation. It looks like someone has a choice. And it kind of feels like that energy of the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other. What's the Seven of Pentacles? How does this Leo see Virgo? It keeps landing on such a curious dream. Yeah, Six of Swords. The Lovers. And look at that. The Lovers is a number 6. And you've got the Six of Swords. There's a lot of mirroring here. Making me wonder if this is a twin flame for some of you. Confirmation. Okay, Spirit. That is a confirmation for someone here. Six of Swords and the Lovers. Now the Lovers does talk about making a choice. Made a choice is soulmate for some of you maybe. It can talk about kindred spirits, right? Perfect union, partnership, romance, connection. I feel like, yeah, Ten of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. Spirit, what's the Six of Swords and the Lovers? How does this Leo see Virgo? Four of Wands. But the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords. For some of you, this may be someone who's married. But they just don't have the inner strength right now. Maybe you scare this person shitless, even though they are the Leo. I don't know. Four of Swords or Three of Swords make Seven of Swords. Or the first thing I heard was someone who's lying to themselves. Okay. One card. Thank you. Seven of Pentacles. Now, for some of you, this may be a Leo who feels like you want to invest in them. You want to move to karmas, right? Maybe you're the one that's not speaking up. And if you are Empress energy and you're dealing with a masculine, then, I mean, they say the Empress doesn't chase. She attracts. King of Swords. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles landed. Queen of Pentacles landed on concern. And then you have a King of Swords out here. Someone could have air highly aspected in their chart here. Specifically Gemini. King of Swords, Lovers. What about this? Yeah, definitely. Oh, heavy Gemini. Magician at the bottom of the deck. Why is this here? Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords. How is this Leo seeing Virgo? Yeah, look at that. The Hierophant landed on the Knight of Cups. What's this King of Swords energy? Now, bearing in mind, yeah, reunited and it feels so good. I was going to say something about Archangel Michael, but I feel like this is more about somebody communicating. Sun at the bottom of the deck and the High Priestess. Are they worried that you're someone who's very intuitive or you'll see right through them or something like that? If somebody's coming towards you being honest, what do they have to worry about? Would be my argument. All right, what's the energy in love? How does this Leo feel about Virgos when it comes to love? Yeah, for some of you, they want to make an announcement. I don't know if you can hear that. What's the energy in love? How does this Leo feel towards Virgo? Okay. So the first one we have, it says recognition. And it says the divine will help you recognize signs and miracles. So maybe it is Archangel Michael delivering some sort of messages to someone here. Or I'm hearing Gabriel. It could be. Is Gabriel the messenger one? I always get that him and is it Raphael mixed up? You have feelings. It says take time out to explore the deep emotions you're experiencing. Yeah, this person's confused about how they feel. Maybe they feel like the universe is putting them through some sort of test, and maybe they are. It says your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. Courage is out here for this person. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. And then you have guilty. And then you have receptive. So for some of you, I don't know if they feel like they would feel guilty. I was going to say they would feel guilty if they got together with you or something like that. Anyway, it says, don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. And then you have receptive. It says, be ready to receive what fate has planned for you. I was just thinking, I don't see the Wheel of Fortune, but didn't I say that at the beginning? It says learn. It says let love show you how to learn from each other. And then you have telepathic. It says close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. And then there's that energy of commitment. Commitment is important. Commitment is an important factor to achieve a successful relationship. Show me more, Spirit. How does the Leo feel about Virgo? So you have honest communication. Yeah, exactly. So it says expect a heart-to-heart conversation. You have holiday. It says enjoy a change of scenery to spice up your life. And there it is, twin flame. It says twin flame recognition. It says you know this soul that mirrors your own. Recognition. So let us see what they don't want you to know. Virgo's dealing with a Leo. Alright, give me a second. What fell on the floor? Okay. Let's see what they don't want you to know. Now the cards are all messed up. What does the Leo not want the Virgo to know? Do you know what I haven't seen today, Virgo? Sorry, side note, just changing the subject. I haven't seen the cubs today. And I put some food out for them yesterday, and I'm like, the food is still there. And I'm like, that to me is like a red flag. I'm wondering if they're okay. It's just like the food is just sitting in the middle of the garden. And I was like, with the amount of cubs that she had, there's no way that I haven't seen any of them come out. And I noticed yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before, I saw the mum and she was limping. And I was like, oh no. Anyway, let us see what they don't want you to know. You have a situation is about to explode. It says shit's about to pop off. It says up in flames. And then you have fake friends. And then you have sex shop. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have destroyed. It says shattered, broken, fucked up. What is this for my Leos? What is a situation is about to explode? Landing on concern. It says breakup. It says forever. And it says endings. Maybe this is someone who is afraid that, you know, they'd get together with you and then things wouldn't work out. And then, I don't know. You have unexpected. It says all of a sudden. What's fake friends? This person may feel like you're the kind of person that would just... I'm hearing something about your cut-off game. So, with fake friends, it says party and it says having fun. Somebody sleeping with their... You have single parent. It says responsibilities. Maybe this is someone who has trust issues, or maybe a friend did them dirty or something like that. Or sex shop. Looks like it's coming in the reverse. So in the upright, I would say blocked and obstacles, but it's in the reverse. Magnetic attraction, passion. Yeah, and then you have enemy. It says watch your back. They may not want you to know something about a third party. I don't know if this person has some sort of like sex addiction, or it's just someone that they sleep with or something like that. Spirit, what's the advice for Virgos dealing with a Leo? So your advice, Virgo, it says quiet moments, and it says seek solace in the silence where clarity finds its true voice. Something about somebody's intuition. Again, it could be about someone's dreams, visions, something like that. I feel like that's where someone's going to find the answer. You got new worlds at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of romantic moments. And it says there are many more things for you to discover, so don't give up. So, I don't know. And gate of opportunity, like I said, I was hearing you decide. So, that is what I have here. I do hope that something has resonated with you guys, okay? If it has, I do want to say hit the thumbs up for me. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. But if this is where we part, Virgos, stay safe. Love and light, guys.